In the quiet village of Umidike, nestled between rolling hills and ancient forests, lived a young man named Jidenna. He was known for his honesty and hard work, tending to his family's yam farm and always quick to offer help to his neighbors. His life was peaceful, until one fateful day when a great injustice unfolded. The chief priest, Nokidi, had discovered that the sacred shrine of Amedioho, the god of justice, had been desecrated. The village was in turmoil. For generations, the shrine had stood untouched, revered as the heart of Umidike's spiritual strength. The offense was serious, and the gods had to be appeased. The elders of the village called for a gathering at the village square. There, Nokidi performed a divination, seeking the gods' wisdom. As the villagers crowded around, Nokidi's voice boomed across the square, "The gods have spoken." The culprit behind this sacrilege is Jidenna, son of Chaik. Gasps of disbelief filled the air. Jidenna, who had never once been involved in any wrongdoing, stood frozen in shock. He felt the weight of countless eyes on him, as murmurs of accusation spread like wildfire. "I am innocent." Jidenna cried out, his heart pounding in his chest. "I have never set foot near the shrine." But in the village of Umidike, the words of the chief priest carried great weight. The villagers, deeply superstitious, trusted that the gods never lied. Jidenna was quickly seized, his arms bound with ropes. And he was dragged to the village square for judgment. As the sun set behind the hills, casting a golden hue on the village, the council of elders met to decide his fate. Jidenna's family wept bitterly, while his friends could only watch in helpless silence. The elders declared that Jidenna would face a trial by ordeal, a method the village had long used to uncover the truth. He was to walk across burning coals, believing that if he was truly innocent, the gods would protect him. That night, with the entire village watching, Jidenna was led to the circle of fire. The flames licked the air, and the heat was unbearable even from a distance. As Jidenna approached the fiery path, he closed his eyes and whispered a prayer to the gods, not asking for salvation, but for the truth to prevail. With trembling legs, he stepped forward. The crowd held its breath as Jidenna walked across the coals. To everyone's astonishment, he emerged unscathed, not a single burn on his feet. Gasps of disbelief turned into a hushed awe. The gods had spoken, their justice had been clear. Jidenna was innocent. The chief priest, Nokidi, stood stunned. His face flushed with embarrassment as whispers of doubt about his divination grew louder. Realizing that a grave error had been made, the elders ordered a second investigation into the desecration. Days later, it was revealed that a group of young boys, playing in the forest, had accidentally stumbled upon the shrine and desecrated it without knowing the consequences. Jidenna's name was cleared, but the scars of the ordeal ran deep. Though the village apologized, he would never forget the feeling of betrayal by those he trusted. However, Jidenna's heart was pure, and he believed that the gods were not to blame. In time, Umidike learned a powerful lesson: the gods do not err, but men, in their haste and fear, often do. From that day forward, the village no longer relied solely on divination for justice. They learned that sometimes, true justice requires patience, understanding, and the courage to seek the truth beyond what is easily seen. Jidenna's tale became a legend, told by the elders to remind the young ones that the gods are not guilty. It is human error, prejudice, and fear that often leads to unjust decisions.